side, good on good O versus D, good on good team pass, full speed, good on good Skelly, one-on-ones. I mean, that's just what we do. And so I think that we just have that mentality what you got to have on game day each week. But I definitely think as you get battle tested throughout the course of a season, it makes you better. And we're fortunate to be 4-0. Hopefully we can be 5-0 and have an unbelievable September. But if it doesn't go our way, you move on to the next one. You go to October, and you draw from all the experiences. Same thing last year. You just try to keep coaching, keep working, keep getting guys in the right places, and keep learning about your team. But this group has responded well. I mean, again, they've been in some. It's been tough. They've had some emotional moments. They've had big plays go against them. We've had some physical matchups, and we played against unbelievable quarterback in Lamar. We played against great defenses, so we've seen a lot in 4 games, and so I definitely think that helps prepare you for the totality of the season.
And is the personality of this team emerged yet, where you get a sense that they like these kind of big games, or they don't shy away from being everyone's target this year? Have you kind of get a sense of if there's a certain?
Well, I mean, we've been a target for a long time. It's just. I mean, it's not just this year. I mean, we know we're going to get everybody's best here. That's just the way it is. So that's something that we definitely embrace week in and week out, and that's why we don't really spend a lot of time on the opponent. We spend our time just getting ready for what we see, and because it's just a given. Whoever we're playing, you just best believe whatever we're going to get the best version of that team every week, and you either embrace that or you don't. And I'm very proud of our teams over the past several years. They embrace that.
You had to figure out whether. You need to learn whether this group of guys could rise to that
Yeah,
challenge.
well, I mean, they're doing a good job, so far. They've worked hard and shown up and had great attitudes, and they've been coachable, and guys take pride. We take a lot of pride in our grades around here, and it matters to guys. They want to play well. They care about their teammates, and hopefully that'll continue.
Coach, if you paid attention all weekend about this back and forth, and I know it doesn't have much to do with the college game, but the back and forth between the president, the NFL, and the national anthem, and all that kind of stuff, do you have any thoughts on how this weekend has been handled?
Yeah, no, my thoughts are on Virginia Tech. I'm not getting in that mess. My thoughts are on the Hokies.
Back to football, given your a lot of freshmen at defensive end, a couple unfortunate injuries, how are the young guys at defensive end progressing, and how are you going to manage that going forward? That way you don't get in a situation where the stars are tired out.
Well, we just got to keep finding opportunities to get them in the game and then coaching them. As much opportunity as we can get 22 and 35 in there, just gives us a chance to coach them and start building some confidence in them. And again, the cumulative effect of that hopefully will pay off for us as we get to the latter part of the season. Obviously Christian can go out and play in for us and do a great job. Register played well for us last week. I think he played somewhere 13 to 15 snaps, did a good job for us. He's a guy that needs to continue to keep coming and give us some good quality snaps like that. I think graded 90-something%. He did his job, played well. And then, but we need, 22 and 35 are just in a different spot than everybody else. They got all the tools, but we got to kind of go to where they are. We can't expect them to come to us or come to where they're. We got to go to them, and we got to bring them along. And so that's what we're trying to do. And Todd's done a great job with those guys.
Speaking of the defensive line, you said before the season started in August that you thought Jabril Robinson had a great camp, and he was right there, 1B with Dex and Christian. What's your assessment of how he's played so far?
Played probably his best game Saturday. Played his worst game last week. So it was good to see him respond. He had too many mental errors against Louisville. I guess it was Louisville, and then came back this week and played a really good game for us. His best grade, and so it's good to see him respond that way. So he's doing good.
I know it was 6 years ago, but 2011 up there at Lane Stadium. What do you remember about it, and what makes that such a tough place to play for opponents.
Well, I remember not many people gave us a chance to win. I remember that. Similar to this, we played like, it seemed like every week we were playing some great ranked opponent, and it was like, dang, here comes another one. And we had to go up to Blacksburg, and it was cold and rainy, and I just remember we played a big game. We played well, really played well defensively, and we just kind of made just enough plays offensively. Dwayne Allen had a big game. Bellamy popped one, and it was just a hard-fought, tough, kind of a dreary night type of a game. So I remember it was a long ride to the stadium. I remember, I'll never forget it. I guess we're still staying there. We stayed in like Roanoke or something, but it just seemed like forever to get there. And we went some back road, and I just remember looking back, and my whole team's asleep. I'm going, we're going to get our butts kicked. And, they're all snoring, and, we played a pretty good game. So it was an awesome environment, and, it was just kind of our night that night. They were really talented. In fact, I think that might have been their only loss, maybe till the championship game. I mean, they were really good team, and we played well.
Kind of a reminder of how far this program has come in the last 6 years. Back then, and like you said, it seemed almost impossible to win against 3 ranked opponents in a row, and now it almost seems like the expectation to do it 3 and 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely think that there's at least 50% chance out there that we could go win the game, whereas we were probably way down. We probably had maybe a 10% chance back in those days, and I think that's just a credit to, the amount of games we've been in, the consistency that we've had, and so I'd say people probably just believe in us a little bit more than what they did back then from the outside. But we've always believed on the inside, even when maybe it didn't look as pretty. But that was a fun night. That was a great moment, and kind of kept the momentum going. And as we went on to our first ACC championship in a long time.
Considering the ACC scheduling, I mean, do you think it's a little bit of a shame that these two programs don't maybe meet up a little bit more during the regular season? Now
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that it's for whatever reason it's worked out. We've kind of played them a lot since 11. I think we played them again in 12 here. So they're the one team we have seen quite a bit outside of Georgia Tech over the past, since probably the last 5 or 6 years. But I love for our guys to play everybody. There's got to be some type of change in the schedule, and you got out of conference rivalry games and stuff that get involved in all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. We got some of these teams that you don't know when you're going to ever see them again. You're like, dang, they're in our conference. I forgot, because we hadn't played them in so long. But I don't even know who's on there. Who we got next year, other than Georgia Tech? Who's on there? Who we got? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll eventually get through them.
I believe you had
After
mentioned.
looking at the film last week, did Travis Etienne look as good on film as he did right after the game?
No, he looked a little slow, and he didn't really hit the hole with the burst like we needed him to. Heck yeah, he looked as good on film. He looked great, man. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, you can't deny what you saw. I mean, he's just, like y'all heard me say many times, he just runs like every play is the game-winning play in the Super Bowl. He just has that mindset, and you love that.
Playing time now?
Doesn't always go to the right spot, but he has that desperation to him, and you love that. Oh yeah, he's earned that. I mean, I think Feaster, and after 4 games, Feaster and Travis have kind of separated just a little bit, and have definitely earned more opportunity. But that's not to discount Adam and CJ. In fact, I was just watching our game from last year. C.J. Fuller had some huge plays in the ACC championship game. I mean, huge plays, big runs. We're gonna need Choice and Fuller. Choice, I thought, had one of the best runs in the game the other day. Ran through a tackle on the goal line and then carried another guy into the end zone. He's again just gaining his confidence, and I think we've got 4 really, really good players there, and we'll need them all, and they'll all have opportunity. But definitely with the performance to this point, Feaster and Travis have kind of warranted a little more opportunity from what we've seen.
I think you mentioned Christian Wilkins earlier. What do you know from being around him all the time that you know to explain why he's so good come Saturdays?
Well, I mean, obviously he's physically talented. I mean, he's got a great body for the position. He's fast. He's twitchy. He's very strong. He's got incredible flexibility. But he just cares so much. It means a lot to him. I mean, he works at it. He's got all that talent, but he just works at it. I mean, he prepares all the time. He watches a lot of tape. He works a lot after practice. I mean, he's just one of those guys that goes above and beyond. And when you have a really talented player who goes above and beyond, you get a superstar. And that's it. Just high character and integrity, and really cares about his performance.
Coach Venables was saying that he still feels like this defense doesn't really have an identity per se, given all the national acclaim they've got. What do you think he means by that?
Well, I think you see us playing. We're playing a ton of guys, and but I think that we've only played 4 games, and we haven't seen everything just yet.